link. I don't even have Discord open. Would you look at that? Discord. Couch taters. Oh, I didn't at everyone yesterday. I just sent it in the announcements. I'm definitely gonna at everyone. All right, boom. What's up, Bubbly Productions? Welcome, welcome. Continuing the same stuff we were doing yesterday. Trying to beat Wizard 101 with Decathalon rules. I got myself restocked, ready to go. I've also got a video edited for upload later today. So I'm feeling good today. How you doing? I am very excited to honestly get done with Avalon. Like, I'm already done with it, even though we still got a ways to go. Because it is a long one, and it is not terribly interesting all the way through. There's not really any super crazy fights. So far, the bosses have been really... I mean, really, nothing in this world has % damage just on their base stats. So it's gotta be hard for them to do anything if I have flat res. But I should just be able to continue to 4-round every mob. Cannot wait. I really enjoy doing the Decathalon challenge. I did some PvP and like I had a bit of fun, but it's legitimately has not changed even the slightest in the past 4 months. And I'm just not that interested in playing the same 7 games because there's 7 schools, because everyone just wants to win, so they play the best version of every school. So I'm gonna try to do this more. I really should edit the beating Mirror Lake into an actual video instead of leaving it as the like 6 streams or whatever it is. But scripting and editing a video with like 20 hours of footage is, I want to do it right, but it feels bad to just like not even look at some of the footage. So I really want to go through all of it, but that's a lot of work. But it was a really fun time, and it had some really hype moments, so I do want to make it a video. It's gonna be a while. These dudes are beefy. 4 buffs and a leaf storm is not killing. It's fine. We can just pass until we can Orthros again. We'll be fine. Did they speed up the Hydra animation? Wait, I like that. I think they did. That seemed a lot faster. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream more regularly and probably upload a little less than I was before. But yeah, we'll just save the pips to Orthros again. I should have put a Humongo Frog or 2 in here. I just thought we were past the point of needing Humongo Frog, but I didn't consider a backup hit. Yeah, it definitely seemed faster. Like, normally Hydra takes its sweet time. Scales of Destiny is still bad. I was editing today, and when like just like sitting there through the Scales of Destiny is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, goodbye. I've had enough, actually. I also finally made stitches for all of the different gear presets I have for this wizard, so that way they don't look so bizarre-y.
I give up. The minstrel is hiding at the Amber Estate.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Shall gain entrance to this estate. I wish there was a pithier way to say that. The minstrel, yes, he is inside. But
I don't
shamed
care.
myself by losing my war mount. If you helped me,
He's like, I've been told not to open this door, but if you bribe me, I will let you in. That is just kind of real life, I guess. Where are these shield pieces? All the way back there. Side quest, side quest, side quest, side quest. Yoink. Do I need to switch to a different realm? This feels kind of... Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm actually seeing people. I don't want to see people. People are gross. Why would I want to see people in my MMORPG? Give me the rose. Oh wait, the armor is a different quest? Oh boy. And it's respawning. Love that. Let me guess, the wood's gotta be next. Woo time. I thought that said talk to Sir Jake Paul. I was gonna cry. But yeah, I probably should have put a waypoint at him, or I ran his errands. The amount of side quests in this game that are just go do this thing that I don't want to do. Because I did have a waypoint over here. Because either I don't want to or I can't leave this spot. Or bribe me.
Ah, this is good, solid iron. It will make up in that same room. Find.
Oh my gosh. Here we go again. But this looks like it might actually be a boss. At least I'll have to use my brain a little bit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream very similarly, just like an hour or like two and a half hours. I gotta pick up my girlfriend from work in a couple hours, so I don't have a ton of time. That night, honestly, get bored of playing this game for too long, so. Okay, life boss. Let's go ahead and grab our death stuff. We have presets for a reason. Okay, and then we can make the deck once we're actually in here. It is unfortunately a death minion. So Graveblade. There's not an ice death. Moonblade? Well, I don't have Moonblades. They definitely exist, but I didn't see any when I was taking inventory earlier. Honestly, I think I'm going to just go ahead and just pack some ice blades. Amplify. I mean, I'll use the grave blade. Do I have more? No. I just want to kill... it's probably going to take 2 will casts and a scarecrow. And then the boss's life, we got the V-plagues. Honestly, we don't need straight up heals. One more death. I don't think, at least. So, let's put another one of these, another one of these. Faint. Sure. And actually... 2, 3... I actually bought school-specific traps. That way I don't have to spend so many pips. Okay.
Mash you and smash you and crash you. You no take my reading material.
I don't know that you're reading, sir. Can you even see through that helmet? I don't believe you. I will be resetting for first, though, for this one. Don't need any extra deaths. I haven't spun the Wheel of Punishments in a long time. I don't even know if the Wheel of Punishments still exists. I have to go find it. Probably needs updated anyway. Pretty sure I've done quite a few of them. But no longer the pack giveaway wheel, so I think I do need to remake the Wheel of Punishments. But I'm just not going to lose in Avalon, I think is the plan. I think we just refuse to lose. What's up, Gary? I am just trying to beat this game in quite possibly the dumbest way possible. But that's not new. I did solo quest my balance all the way through this entire game without doing a single side quest, so me doing paint giveaway. Yeah, me doing stupid ways to beat this game is not new to me. But this way is definitely a heck of a lot harder. Can I just go first, please? Pretty please. We go first in Decathalon. We're going first for this challenge. It's just a matter of resetting and getting freaking mana wisps. Oh, I forgot changing realms destroys the recall. Just give me the dang wisps. I feel like 40 is probably fine. No side questing? Yeah, I could not be bothered. It's not a very intelligent way. I mean, these days you get a lot more XP from the main quest. I literally just like reworked that so the main quests give more XP in the earlier world. So it might just be the optimal way to do things now, but it definitely wasn't when I was playing. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and V-Plague. This life boss does not have a lot of health. I feel like they reworked a lot of the Arc 2's health, but I feel like they just reworked the really egregious ones. But like, there's fire. I fought a fire boss earlier in this world with 10,000 health, but then the life one, I assume this one used to be a lot higher, but maybe not. Maybe this guy's always just been easy. But I feel like life bosses are supposed to have more health than fire bosses. I don't need the first Dr. Vaughn's. I'd really just like an Ice Blade. But I guess I'll Balance Blade. Balance Blade, Amplify. And then start chipping away at this minion. Yeah, even though this is unbuffed, without any percent damage, with the flat res, I don't care. Can I get an Ice Blade? I know I'm packing them. I don't think I need another V-Plague right now. Brother. Okay. I guess we'll just do the amplify. I don't think 2 of these kill though. 2 of these plus a scarecrow, I guess, is the answer. What's up? Curious, you wanted to ask, am I in extra credits? No, I am not. You guys said I should apply, and back when I was uploading more, I did apply, but they didn't get back to me because I don't think it was the time that they were accepting new applicants, and by the time they were, I think I was just not uploading for like 2 months, so I don't think that they were considering me after that. But if I start uploading again regularly, I might reapply. But a lot of people assumed I already was in extra credits, so I was like, I guess I might as well apply. I mean, I packed ice blades for this fight. Where are they? Okay. It doesn't seem to want me to cast ice blade. Yeah, I don't necessarily care about the extra credits like program. Like, I don't need to be part of it to feel like I'm included in the community, because I mean, I've already been involved in some of the Wiz things, so I'm good, I'm chilling. But might as well, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, when I got the balance teaser, at that time, Liam was not in extra credits. He had gotten kicked out, and I wasn't the only person not in extra credits that wasn't big that also got one. I guess I don't need an ice blade. I didn't realize how much that dealt. Is there any shot this just kills? I guess I'll wait and not cast that yet, and I'll just scarecrow. But I do think it's a cool way to like give back to the people who are making content for your game and stuff. But some people have like used it as like some sort of like badge of credibility where their opinion matters more because they're in extra credits, or they've abused the privileges that they got from extra credits. So I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to play the game. But if extra credits is a cool way to like get back something out of the community, that's kind of cool. I mean, I might as well use the ice blade since I packed them. Oh, I always forget that the aura expires before the will cast. That's lame. Would love to hear my opinions on current and upcoming updates. Yeah, I try to let people kind of have their own opinions on a lot of those things, because I don't like when people are just like puppeting whatever opinions they hear on the internet. Like, you should decide for yourself whether or not you like an update or not, but I do give my opinions on things that affect me as a player. But I normally have good things to say. Let you be a puppet. I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you don't play the game that much, like, that's how I was for a long time, is just whoever I was watching's opinion of the game was my opinion of the game, because I wasn't really playing it. But then again, I wasn't on the Reddit or in the Wiz Discord, like, arguing those opinions, because I didn't know. I wasn't playing the game. And I'm just getting back into it. I literally didn't look at this game for a couple months. I will say, coming back to PvP, it's the exact same. Like, I know they technically added the Aquila spells, but they're hard to farm, and most of them are not that good. So, Mad, Frostbite, Heckhound, and Judgment and Poison aren't cross-trainable. I did not know that. But I guess they are, yeah, they're quests. They're school-specific quests. So, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I normally have good things to say about this game, and the community doesn't tend to like that. The community wants to be mad at this game at all times, and I'm not normally mad at this game, so. Yeah, the Toilette buff was crazy to me. Like, I know, like, I was already on record before that saying that Toilette was too strong, and then they literally just reduced the pip cost without nerfing the heal. So, like, I thought that was crazy. I need more buffs. This is not enough buffs. I discarded so many of my single buffs trying to pull the Ice Blades early game. But I'm gonna need to do some PvP just to get my arena tickets to buy freaking dual blades and stuff for this challenge. There we go. There's a proper blade. But yeah, I was on record saying Toilette was already broken, but yeah, the reason why they buffed Toilette is because the dots were getting so strong. But like, I don't think buffing, they tend to buff counters to things when things are strong, and that isn't always the answer because you can't always use the counters. I do think a pip reduction is the right way to buff a counter, because that actually helps your ability to cast it, but not everybody can take advantage of a Toilette. Not everybody can get outgoing. So like, I don't know that it's still a solution. What's up, Mr. Bobcat? I saw you hit 500. Congratulations, man. That's freaking awesome. You deserve it. I think they should make it 4 pips and also get fire minus 90% damage. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I can agree with that one, but you know, you are entitled to your opinions. I always say that. I will say there is a lot of bad takes in this community, but people are entitled to have them. It is very funny, though, what some people say about this game.
We find Struthio's royal book on mounts, jousting, and knightly combat. Odd, there's a picture of a bird on it.
There's a picture of a bird on it. But yeah, when I logged on to PvP and it was deaths using deaths using the fire fusion, myths, buff stacking and hitting, and fires dot spamming and balances brace spamming and debuff spamming, I'm just like, okay, I mean, this is the exact same thing it was 4 months ago, so I'm not too keen on doing a bunch of PvP.
He should be able to use these materials to smith a new mount.
Like, I totally get like the desire to win and to rank up and all that stuff, but like, I don't have the patience for it anymore. I've been that person that cares that much, but it cannot be me anymore. So playing against people that are playing the exact same is exhausting. Not much has changed, but poison, yeah, there's been a few changes, but it's just like not meaningful changes that would change the central gameplay loop of most schools.
Hello there, wizard. I had some special
I think
logs in my smith.
buffing the counters to things just results in lots of really overpowered spells that they don't nerf, because like, oh, if this spell's too strong, pack the counter. And it's like, well, you can't pack counters to literally everything, and if every school has a broken spell, then we can't we can't make progress. We can't continue developing the meta. It's just the same meta. Sometimes the spells themselves will change, like when Fires got the Selenopolis spell, like that became the new dot that people use, but before that it was just Alpha Free or Berry Rain of Fire, but it was still just dots on dots on dots. I mean, and that's their identity, and I get that, but when dots are too strong, I don't think the answer is buff the strongest dot counter even more, because I think Twiret was already very strong. We're going back to Abbey Road, bruh. Fix Hungry Caterpillar. What's wrong with Hungry Caterpillar? Is it just bad? Is it just like a really weak hit and heal? Just like not worth using? Or is it something else? Because I haven't seen it in forever. I only really experience those kinds of spells through, it does like 2 damage and then heals a bunch. Oh, right. Yeah, the heal is like super strong. So it's just another stalling part of life. Oh, wow. It's made life even worse at hitting. Yeah. Yeah, with the dot change to life, of making the dots deferred, it really took them from a borderline aggressive school that could heal to you better heal or you die. It's like gnomes, there's no point in packing it unless you're jading. Yeah. At least gnomes got changed, right? Because it consumes the heals now. So you kind of, in order for them to get a lot of value out of it, you'd have to let a heal tick down and then let them consume it.
That I may proudly stand as the Knight of Flame.
You scoop up another living ember. It's blazing hot, but magically does not burn you.
Yeah, I mean, it's still only purpose is to stall, really. At least it's a strongish spell. Like, the Shad is not.
Tell you what, go punch some of them in their pointy noses and get me things back.
Wow. Their pointy noses? Wow. Yeah, people definitely don't use it to set up anything. It's just to heal for the sake of healing. Okay, storm it up. That should be fine. Yoink. Yoink. So many. Yeah, I think right now Myth and Fire's and Life's game plans are all like very simple, and I think that makes the game feel very dry. Balance too. I don't know why I didn't include balance in that. And honestly, like, Death ends up being fairly simple. I want it to be more complicated than it is, but like, it's ultimately just, it's kind of like Myth where you buff up, but instead of actually hitting through the shield, you use Elephant and Ash. What? It's not Ash Dragon. What the frick is it called? I don't know why I'm blanking on it. I literally had to put it in my video. It's not Burning Dragon. It's not Ash Dragon. It's not Burnt Dragon. Skeleton. No. This is not Ashen Bones. Ashen Bones is the name of the treasure card that has that same animation. I forget what the freaking fusion's called, because I don't play this freaking game. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. I'm just gonna look. It's saved. on my computer because I put the little spells in the corner of my videos. Spells, death, Pyre Dragon. I knew it was a frickin' pun. I just couldn't remember what the frick it was. It's Pyre Dragon. But yeah, Ashen Bones is the dot that uses that same animation. I do love me an Ashen Bones. But they came up with weird names for all of the fusions. That could be useful eventually, once I hit the level for it. Which is very soon. I do wonder if I should be updating my jewels more often, but it's a lot of work to try to get these random low-level jewels. I feel like Pyre Dragon is the actual useful fusion. Yeah, it is absolutely the best fusion they made. It turns a school that's supposed to be bad against shields against a school that's like good against shields, actually. I think I'm just gonna do Storm for the but he's Storm. I don't think I care. I think I'm just gonna do Storm for this, because I don't really want to make a life deck, and I never properly made one, so I think we're just gonna do Storm and put in some death shields. I guess I should do Myth, right? Resist the minion. Nah, I'm doing Storm. I want to get this done and over with. I'll just make sure I've got debuffs and heals. I do need a couple more feints. And I never bought more like owls, but Leviathan is fine. I feel like.
You want Shane's magic hammer back? I'll smash you flat and fry you up with some hot peppers and garlic.
Wow. Actually, you know what? We could Stormhound, but I think I want a couple backup hits, and I know I've got some. Yeah, Ashen Bones right here. Same spell animation. Actually, did I keep the Dodagos? Yep, there they are. It's a really good mid-range hit. Guess Oni no plague, but I'm gonna save that. Sure. We'll call that good enough. Yeah, so many of the fusions are not used. And then when they came out with new fusions, I was really excited, but like they weren't really that great either. We are gonna V-Plague right away. Well, I mean, he doesn't have a ton of pips. So maybe I just Death Shield right away. And then see if the Storm like buffs or something. If it just hits now, okay, it fizzled. Now it has more pips. Maybe I made the right choice, I'm not sure. But I am in a V-Plague now. Just want to make sure you don't take too much of that initial damage, and you'll be chilling. Or your pet can just heal you. And that's a heal over time. So I don't think I'm gonna bother V-Plaguing right now. Don't love that I have a weakness on. So if I just pull like a Storm Blade, if I don't already have one, that'd be nice. Yeah, I've got a Storm Blade. I think we'll just use the Leaf Storm to get rid of the debuff. I don't think I need 2 V-Plagues. Yeah, I think we Storm Blade, Amplify, then Leaf Storm. Then we can buff up for an actual hit. Another fizzle. Nice. Okay, and now he's out of pips. And I'm healing. So I think I'm chilling. And we're getting another heal. That is obnoxious. We do love when the pet pops off. We will love it a lot more when we're in a fight where it's actually going to matter. Hold the Leviathan. Yeah. We'll amplify, we'll leaf storm, and then I think we need like 2 buffs on a Storm Lord to justify hitting. Try to kill this minion. Okay, pet. This is not the fight for this. But I guess. I mean, we really shouldn't complain about pet keeping us alive, especially against the storm. When we have no flat res in this fight. Since we didn't deck set. I don't think we're really going to need that. Or that. If it's just going to keep healing us. That's pretty good. But I think I'm going to wait. Well, I mean, I don't want to balance play because it'll just get eaten up, so screw it. Let's just do it. I do love the fact that like dual blades and star blades and stuff exists for this challenge, because you don't really need them in PvE normally. You've got sharpened blades and that gives you enough unique buffs, but having actual unique cards is cool. Yeah, the pay is really popping off for no reason, but we'll take it. Yeah, I think we'll buff one more time and then we'll Storm Lord to get this minion out of here. Even with a blade, I don't think I'm that scared at 6 pips. Oh, nice crit block. We love that. Now he's out of pips again. Yeah, I would have probably taken some serious damage in this fight had it not been for my pet, but I don't think we're gonna need 2 Storm Lords. So we'll just balance blade, Storm Lord, make sure that the minion dies, and if not, a Leaf Storm will absolutely finish the job. And then we can start fainting and doing stuff to the boss. He is buffing up though. He going for the big hit before he dies. Or at least he's trying to. But I think this kills him. If not, I probably want the V-Plague pip. He also is not getting power pips, which I find very funny. It's interesting that they started making mobs start with a lot of pips in this world, but they still don't give them that great of pip chance. So they start really strong and then they just kind of taper off. Ayo, we still got bosses that aren't stun immune. Let's go. Not that he was really going to do anything important on that turn anyway, but... So I really don't think we're going to need the V-Plagues. Now we just need to get some unique buffs. I love him wasting all of his pips on a natural attack. Okay. I don't care about V-Plague anymore. I already fainted. I'm not going to Leaf Storm. Guess we'll just Blade. Yeah, once we get into later worlds, though, like, not having Pierce is going to be literally... I think it's going to make this challenge impossible. But we shall cross that bridge when we come to it. And we are not anywhere near there yet. To where everybody just has base res for no freaking reason. He is actually starting to get some power pips now. I hope I don't get Death Ninja Pigs. He fizzled. Okay, even if he doesn't die, let's take away the blade. Let's do some really good damage. I think, well, no, because it's not an owl. An owl goes crazy, but 1,000 base damage isn't really that crazy with only 4 buffs technically because of the aura. But we took away the blade. Yeah, I think taking away the blade was important because he was going to heal. Made him heal less. I was more worried about getting weaknessed, but yeah, beat Chrysalis, no pierce. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this challenge is going to progress, but I don't imagine it will progress well. Eventually we will fall off pretty hard. But I think Azteca is going to be a lot harder than anything it ever has been, because I think it's when enemies start having just base percent damage, which is going to hurt a lot. Our HP has been able to keep up. HP and flat res has been able to keep up with the increasing like spell rank through the worlds, but it is not going to be able to keep up with percent damage. And things like brace and fortify and actual resist. It's gonna be rough. Is Death Ninja Pigs 5 pips or 6 pips? I think it's 5. I'm scared. I don't want to get Death Ninja Pigs. Okay. I think the dog I should kill. You can make it so you can change your deck in dungeons to progress. I think that's absolutely going to come. That's going to happen eventually, but I think there's going to come a time when even when we've twisted all of the rules, we can change decks between fights, heal between fights, like, and it's just even one fight per thing. There's going to come a point where it becomes impossible, and that's when I want to recruit other people to help me that are my level but have to adhere to the same rules that I do. So I mean, Wiz is a team game when it comes down to it, and I genuinely think with 4 people, I think beating this game with Decathalon rules as I have them now. 70% pip chance, 10 damage max. I think it's doable. I could be wrong, but I think it's doable. But we are nowhere near that point where I need a full squad or even an additional person. Do love a V-Plague refund. That's pretty dope. King God, yeah. I haven't thought about every single fight. There might be exceptions, but we're gonna rely on some crazy make casts and the power of friendship eventually. Pretty consistent challenge stopper. Yeah. I don't remember the fight, but I remember it being annoying. Did I just accidentally complete a side quest? We love that. Yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my side questing, is making sure I pick up side quests along the way and getting them done, because it's like defeat X number of these minions, and then those minions will be also required for main quest, or there'll be minions in like a boss fight. I do classify fights like Avatus that you polymorph. That's the game. They polymorphed me. I'm still counting it. I'm gonna use the polymorph, but I'm not going to ever cast a polymorph because that's not allowed in Decathalon. But if the game literally does it to me, I'm not gonna be like, well, the challenge is over. Let's go home, guys. Like, there's just no point. But I was talking about the Novus fight yesterday, and I think that I was thinking about it, and I was like, if we stay in the polymorph form for a long time and like do damage to the other bosses while like getting some May casts or some will casts,
You have returned, Armiger.
I think we could lower their health enough to be able to kill them. But there may come a point where we have to just bite the bullet and realize that it's not possible and then skip that fight. But I don't think that's not going to end my want to play the game this way. But I'm really going to try. Like, I think I would need to like do a fight so many times, like for like weeks straight, and not ever even be close to winning before I would decide to actually skip a fight. Because I would need to know for sure that it's not possible. And I would be trying like different pets. I was talking yesterday about trying to make like a ridiculous pet with like make half smoke screen and make cast like all like play to absurdly low likelihood outs, because like if you do it enough times, it's theoretically possible if you've got the patience and the luck. So I'm really gonna give it my all for this challenge. But I mean, that's kind of what we did for Mirror Lake. Like, it really took us a long time to get that done, but we did get there. It went through several iterations. It went through some rule changes. When I got to Mirror Lake, I was still doing the base 40% pip chance, and like no, like I didn't allow myself the wand, because unfortunately there's no wand that gives enough crit block that doesn't give a power pip. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna have to live with the power pip, even though I wanted to do it with no additions. There's simply no way to get block, like besides blocking jewels, and they're not nearly strong enough. So I bit the bullet and got the wand with 50 block and a pip. But oh, screw you, dude. I should have known. They're myth. But yeah, eventually we'll have to drop the dungeon rules where fights behave differently in dungeons, where we're not restocking TCs and we're not healing. But I'm really hoping that we never have to increase our damage, and I don't think we'd ever have to use main deck cards unless there's some sort of, well, there's certain fights that, like, I don't know if there's any main quest fights like this, but I know there's side quest fights that require you to like use their cheat enchant on one of your cards and stuff like that. But the spirit of Decathalon to me is no increasing your damage and no getting resist. Like, I think no actual resist and no more than 10% damage is what makes Decathalon feel like Decathalon. So those are the rules that I really don't ever want to bend, despite the fact that if Decathalon went past 10 levels, the damage and the pip chance on the decks would theoretically continue to go up. You would literally never get res. So that is the true unmovable rule for me, is not ever having res. But I don't know if it's going to be possible. But I don't ever want to increase damage either, if we can avoid it. But theoretically, we could do some math on like the health of enemies in the tower and calculate if Decathalon went on that long, how much damage and how many pips would your deck start with? But like that's really stretching the definition of beating the game with Decathalon rules, and we've already stretched it a bit. Did not collect. Why do these still exist? Why do defeat and collect still exist? Genuinely, who enjoys this? Who enjoys being in a party and being like, oh, I got it, oh, I didn't get it? Why do these still exist? Sinbad thing, yeah, that was really funny. I was literally just talking about the Sinbad, but the thing is I think I have a friend that has the Sinbad gauntlet, so I don't think I need to buy it, but I'm gonna confirm that he does before the opportunity slips. But that was really funny. It happened to happen like that, because we were quite literally just talking about the Sinbad gauntlet. But I'm gonna probably farm it a few times, but if the Sinbad minion doesn't drop in like 10 runs, like even once, like it's not going to be worth farming if I'm going to need to like have multiple attempts later on in this game. And eventually, like I mentioned before, we'll probably end up having a full party of decathaletes, and we'll have to go from there. So minions will be useless at that point. I do wish if your party was full, there was still like a way to summon a minion, because certain myths, like, or like just like myth in general, like cares about minions. So it sucks that if you're in a full party, you just can't do that. But chances are you don't need a minion in a full party, but it'd still be nice to just have the option. All right, let's see what kind of boss this is. But yeah, the Sinbad minion is really strong. I've also dabbled with the idea eventually of maybe allowing myself to use Brandon item card.
Let me lick your ears and see how you taste.
Just because, and like removing ATC from my deck to effectively make it so I don't have to farm Brandon if we're using Brandon so much. But then again, farming Brandon is not that bad. It's just tedious. So theoretically, I know there's a wand with a May cast Sinbad, but is there an actual Sinbad item card? I don't know. Oh my gosh, the lag. But I actually went through my TCs and found that I had quite a few Sun Serpents, so I'm gonna use those. We don't need quite so many Fire Dragons. We need some Faints. Some Amplifies. Fire Trap. Hex. We don't have just like straight up Elemental Blade, which is weird. Let's do a few of those. Myth summon a minion and they replace the least impactful player of the group. That'd be very funny. The game just like arbitrarily decides that you are no longer needed and they just boot you out of the sigil. No rewards either. Like it literally boots you out of the sigil. Leaf Storm's probably fine. I want more V-Plagues though. This is not enough V-Plagues. I don't need so many single hits. And I want more shields as well. We are resetting for first, as usual. Earlier in the game, it really didn't matter, but now it kind of do. This gear set apparently has more mana. I think this gear set technically has less pip chance because I don't have accuracy jewels to upgrade everything to the 70% pip chance. Screw you, man. But I think moving, like, once we beat this world and we move into Azteca, I think I do want to update all of my gear, make sure that I have all of the jewels that are at my current level to give me every possible advantage I could have, because it's gonna be rough. When is the King Gobbler fight that we were talking about earlier? That's like not till like Caramel, right? You said that kills many challenges, but how many challenges are going all the way to Caramel? Because like the only other YouTuber that I really watch that does challenge content is Zerit, and his stuff is almost always Arc 1. Isn't King Gobbler in like Caramel or Novus or something? Like much later? I just go first, please. You're getting really annoying, sir. I just want to play the game. But I don't want to lose. Because I haven't remade the Wheel of Punishments yet, and it feels disingenuous if I don't roll the wheel. Yeah, it's gonna be, but Avalon isn't hard. It's just long. Like, this world is not difficult. King Gobsmack is a wild fight. Wait. Oh, is a wild fight. I thought you meant the wild Caramel. Yeah. That's what I thought. It's a lot of pips, but he is ice. I think we will still just Snow Shield right off the bat, because we have it. No need to take too much early damage. Okay. I think I made the right choice, just to make sure I take as little damage as possible before getting stunned and having to sit around and do nothing. Literally 0 damage. That's very funny. We love flat res. And the fire passed. Don't think we're gonna need more than one dragon. Don't need more than one faint right now. Okay. Do your worst. We love a wyvern. But yeah, when I was queuing last night, when I got games that were not exciting, and even if I won I wouldn't upload, I would just flee. And I've already gotten 24-hour banned for doing that in the past, so don't know how much I'll be PvPing, because I don't have the patience for it anymore. I don't care enough anymore. And you can't make me care. This is going to tickle. No crit though. That's what I wanted. Okay. I don't think a double buff dragon is killing, though, is the problem. I think I need one more blade since he's fire. But I didn't want to use a balance blade because then it would have gotten eaten up by the leaf storm. The leaf storm is honestly such, like, insignificant damage. Wow. The single stun? That's so rude. Think I need a V-Plague. Yeah, I think we just balanced blade, rain of fire. I don't think we need a dragon, but maybe we need a follow-up. Actually, no, I would just leaf storm if I really needed a follow-up. Because I don't think it's gonna be not killing by that much. And that's why we're using dots. Okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt to put on an extra buff here. Especially because I'm sitting on full pips and that costs a pip, so. Nice fizzle. I think it's likely I'm gonna be stunned next turn again, so let's try to get this minion out of here. I don't think we're gonna need the V-Plague, but it never hurts to just have a V-Plague pip. It is gonna be interesting late game, since I chose ice and I never use ice. Like, ice is my actual school. Pip conserve is pretty much out of the question for me, which kind of sucks. But I think that minion should be very dead. To the invisible dot. For some reason, the TC does not function properly. That dude keep fizzling. That's what makes me think he's stunning me. Well, he's getting one last good lick in before he goes. Well, I don't think an ice has the capability of killing me, especially if I'm getting any sort of heals. And this is one of the better heals. Does it tell you how long that lasts? Because it's 3 to 5 rounds, but it doesn't say. We love when the UI doesn't work properly. So yeah, we'll get rid of these. I'd like the Sun Serpent because it's very strong, but I also have a thing that can hit through shields. So I'm not worried about using feints and stuff and not being able to use them because of shields. We have something that can hit through shields, which I think is really big for PvE. The fact that you can get like Path B, King Art and stuff. I think that's a really unique utility that we never had before. The only way to hit through shields before was with a proper dot, but being able to use a feint on a hit through a shield is kind of insane. I just really think fire is the best school. Like not only is it the best for farming, like I think it's just the best in general. Like death is the easiest school, but I don't think that makes it the best school. Like fire is just better storm in almost every way. Crit frostbite. You're not supposed to have this spell no more. They banned this. They banned frostbite. It's no PvP. How dare you? Arrest him. He's cheating. It is really funny to me in like raids and stuff, all these like advanced combat bans, but then like the bosses and stuff can do whatever they want. Like in in Azteca raid, they can mana burn, which is just like they removed that spell from PvP because it's a messed up spell that has no place in a competitive game. But the enemies can use it, because why not? Yeah, we have the king art, so if we need to. But genuinely, I think like 4 buffs. Honestly, this might be enough with the boost already to just send the Sun Serpent before he shields. Okay, you can go ahead and die now. We've also got these ridiculous TCs. Thank you, Goose, for your kind donation of ridiculous fire TCs. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. At least you didn't shield, but I'm now down a buff. I think it doesn't really matter though. KI cheats above their own bans. Yeah. To be fair, wait. To be fair, the update that banned mana burn came after the Azteca raid release, so I just don't think they went back and updated it. I don't think they would put mana burn in a new raid unless it's in Polaris raid and I'm just not remembering it. But I have not done nearly as much Polaris raid as I have Azteca raid. I've done so much Azteca raid. Dual schooling or dual boxing Azteca raid and freaking doing runs like every weekend, 3 runs every single weekend for a hot minute. We finally go in here.
You got Lady Elizabeth back. I could.
I don't want to hear your song. No, thank you. But I'm definitely glad that mana burn is gone. People be like, bring it back, or well, you can just adjust it. No, let it be gone. I had fun with it. I can't deny that it's fun as a balance to use it, but there isn't a way to make it like good and fun for everyone. Let's just not do that. Are we finally done with this area, at least? This feels like the end of this area.
A map to the brisk land of Nodor. There are pictures of woolly
Yes.
mammoths and frozen famori. It doesn't sound that appealing to you.
Doesn't sound that appealing. That's fair. I love it when the narrator tells me how I feel. Just like when I'm playing D&D and the DM tells me that I'm scared.
Excellent. I'm sure they'll appreciate. Out of my way. I must get out of here. Sword of Kings? Oh, that.
Dropped it.
You need to know exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Over by the battling sprites and redcaps. Oh, go ask Deirdre Madden. She probably knows.
Okay, back to the wild. Earlier when you said Gobsmack is wild, I misread it as Gobsmack is in the wild, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready for Gobsmack. I just had a brief moment of panic, but I knew that it wasn't coming up anytime soon. And there's no gobblers in this world. My upload today is a little gobbler themed. It's going to be uploaded as I finish stream here.
Aye? What are you... Greetings, wizard. We are hard pressed by the Fraudlings. Could you lend a spell and help us with some red caps?
Red caps again, bro? How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man? They're gonna earthquake me, aren't they? Give me the Storm Lord. Beautiful. Yeah, you definitely baited me with that gobsmack is wild comment. You got me for sure. I love how flat res can just make something do literally nothing. It is very amusing to me. Just literally, no, I said no. Back when flat res was in PvP, I low-key, I literally made a setup deliberately so I could have 5 flat res jewel slots and just have take no damage from fire wizards. It was beautiful. And it really helped against scales, because that was right when scales came out, when we got like decks that gave square slots that were good. And like literally getting 5 square slots was not hard to do back then. It was a good time. However, scales when it came out was not a good time. 3-pip scales was absolutely busted. I don't know why they ever thought that would be a thing that was balanced in any way. But I don't claim to be a video game developer. Maybe it made sense on paper. It must suck to be a developer and like spend a lot of time on an update and then it comes out and then players just complain constantly. Because that is every game developer. That's not just this community. But it must suck to work really hard on something and then all people do is complain about it. That's how freaking 7 Days to Die. I love that game. Absolutely love that game. But the community, I swear the community hates the game. Like every time an update comes out, all people do is complain. And like, sure, I haven't loved every update, but like, come on, y'all. I love this game. Same with Wiz. I can't say I agree with every update that's ever happened, but it's not my, I'm just here to play the game. I'm not a developer. I don't have to agree with every update. This game is made for a great many players. It is not made exactly for me.
You got them all.
No, but carry mustard seed.
Me best scout, carry mustard seed. The Cave of Anguish lies across the battlefield. Please rescue her, wizard. Maybe she can shine a light on your quest.
Oh, this way? Spell writing, team keeping, ban list. Yeah. I did not mean to do that. I have no patience for anything in this freaking game. Well, there should just be a go in button. You shouldn't have to sigil. Let me just walk in here. I don't want anybody joining me. Okay. We will be myth decking. That dude is huge and terrifying. Sucks because my myth deck is not that high level. I don't really have crazy strong myth hits. What was I removing those for? Oh yeah, just another unique trap. Another unique buff. Okay. No, I want full health though. But yeah, once we get to Azteca, I want to update all my jewels, and I also just want to make like a roadmap so I know all of the fights in advance. I know all of the resists, and I know just like I have all the information in front of me so I don't make unnecessary mistakes.
A wizard? I'll drink the magic from your tears.
Dang, that's crazy. Can I just go first though? Pretty please. They're always making me do extra in the boss fights and never just let me go first. Except all the times that they do. Hello? Did I go too fast? Okay. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. Now I go first, right? Okay, I mean, if you want this to take forever, I suppose it can. I would like to go first, please. I don't think I would ever need 60 mana, but that is just like the number that I am comfortable doing a fight at. Okay, finally. See why the storms got even more health than the lives. That's the stuff that don't make no sense to me. Okay, we didn't pull a storm shield. I don't even know if we packed storm shields, but we did get a V plague, which I think is important because flat res means a lot less to storms. That's quite the start. I'm definitely glad I debuffed. And the crit. Yikes. How much is this doing? I might actually have to heal this fight. It's not too bad. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. At least they still have the weak blade. Okay. I don't have a ton of extra copies of things in this deck. Okay, I did pack storm shields. That's reassuring. I want to keep this as the backup hit. So I think we Myth Blade, Amplify, Leaf Storm, Orthros. This is also going to tickle a bit. Might be even stronger than a Leviathan because it had the blade. Okay, we got the heal, so that's something. And they don't have power pips at the moment, so I think we've got a little bit of leeway. I think I'm gonna try to just kill the minion before I end up debuffing anymore. Yeah, Leaf Storm or Amplify, Leaf Storm, Orthros next turn. and I think that will kill the minion before he gets a chance to do anything else crazy. Unless, I mean, there's always Wild Bolt. I don't think we're past the point where enemies choose to Wild Bolt, so... Speaking of which... Okay. Don't you do it to me, too. I don't love the trap. That's scary. But as long as they don't fizzle, we're moving to the next stage of this fight. We can actually Storm Shield, and then I think we're just safe. Yeah, duo boss fights are going to be really hard because a lot of my strategy involves making sure I don't take damage right up front, making sure they dump all of their pips, killing the minion before they get a chance to build back up, and then dealing with the boss. But I don't think that's going to work in later worlds, especially if there's more than one boss. But you are dead. And now we can just shield. Yeah, they're debuffing anyway, so let's just get ourselves nice and protected. But I think Ninja Pigs is the strongest hit that I packed. So we're gonna need a lot of buffs. We're gonna need like every buff in the deck. That's stronger. I just realized. So don't even bother with Ninja Pigs. Ninja Pigs is a fake good spell. It's good in PvP, but in PvE, there's actually not a lot of point to it. I'm honestly just gonna shield again. It doesn't hurt to shield again. That ain't doing squat. Okay. We will Spirit Blade. That will buff the Leaf Storm as well, which is cool. We will Leaf Storm Myth Trap. Yeah, I'm thinking we need to remake this pet with Willcast Hex instead. Because the further we get in the game, the less the Willcasts really mean anything. You really need to buff things up in order to hit. But maybe I'm going to be trying to heal so much and debuff so much in the other worlds, we're going to need a free hit of sorts. I really don't know what long term this is going to look like. Really need our feints. Free buffs is nowhere near enough with how weak of a base hit we're starting with. Oh, I didn't even think about, they can Leviathan too, so we got to be careful of that. I don't die to a Wild Bolt here, so I think we just keep on a rockin'. Okay, never mind. We didn't pull another unique buff, so we just shield. We love a pass. Pass into fail pip. Yeah, we haven't used this one yet. We have used that one. We have used that. Okay, we've got Orthroses for days. I need my feints. There we go. Okay. I think this is basically every buff I pack. I think I might have put in a hex. I could be wrong though. But in case I need a second hit, I don't really want to get rid of the stuff I have in my hand. There's another buff. I don't love that. The fact that that did any damage makes me think that that was the 1000 hit. Okay. We will Orthros. This should do quite a bit. But like, I need to get me some like celestial calendar TCs. We need to collect 10 pip hits now that these bosses are a lot stronger. Yeah, that was not enough. Okay, but I did have another feint. I think Leaf Storm into Orthros should just kill with the Amplify out. But like the sheer amount of buffs that are going to be needed in the later worlds, it's gonna be insane. Great work.
Please don't turn me into a newt.
And the Orthros refund. Insane Bolt might need to be a part of some strategy in the future, but there's literally like...
Thank you for freeing me. I was afraid she might eat me alive.
I guess we just fate Insane Bolt in some later thing, but like there's no way to get base universal damage on a deck. And I don't... like, genuinely 1000 damage is not like enough for it to matter.
Brilliant work, wizard. It sounds like you put the fear of cold iron into that wretched Spriggan.
Sure.
Carrie Mustard Seed's me best scout. She has a sorrowful tale to tell you. Then we can discuss your plans.
Level up. Oh.
I saw your sword. I did. It was dropped by that Weasley minstrel and gathered up by evil. The specters of the Brocken carried
Evil
it to the
ghosts, you
darkest
say?
part of
The specters of the Brocken are fiendish spirits. To travel into the weird, you'll have to cross the Hanging Stones Bridge.
Weird.
But there's a wee problem. Go and take a gander for yourself.
For something called the Hanging Stones Bridge, they sure appear to be lying.
Why is someone knocking on my door? My sister probably ordered food.
The cursed Fraudlings knocked them hanging stones out of the bright wizard. Before you venture into the darkness of the there is no other way to cross. I don't know how to restore the bridge, but Friar Nolan is wise in such ways. Speak to him.
Back to the cavern.
Ah, you've raised your standing in the world, haven't you, brave Armiger?
Sure. Give me the juice.
Seek out the accursed Dark Knight in Caerleon. Make him reveal where the Jabberwock lairs and how to battle the beast.
Oh, the Jabberwock. That's the one that like faints, right? And has like a bunch of health. It's like one of the few cheating bosses in this world. Don't remember it being terribly hard though. Do we gotta fight this guy too to get him to give up the information? Ah, you killed me. I guess I'll tell you what you want to know. We'll cast Hex. Yeah, I do think Willcast Hex would probably be helpful at some point. I think we want to go Storm here. Just for the raw damage. Honestly, Fire. Fire is my best deck. Besides Death. So I think we're just going to go Fire. Fire has won as many of lights. But we need death shields. But more of E-Plagues. Sure.
And there is something out there in the darkness. Something terrifying. Something that will not stop me.
Sure, bro. Oh, let me just go first. Come on. Don't do this to me. I've said this before, but there really should be a toggle go first option. Like, I know that technically makes the game easier or whatever, but like, the game is more enjoyable from first. Let us just do it. Yeah, let's V-Plague. Don't want to take too much damage with no flat res. Want to kill this minion fast. Don't want to let him rack up storm damage. That's pretty insignificant damage wise, even with a crit. I mean, 400 damage is nothing to sneeze at. This storm minion has a lot of health, honestly, for a storm minion. I think we will Rain of Fire, because I think it's just the better spell. What is this? Dude. I hate that. Did I get the death pip? Okay. Guess we're gonna V-Plague again. Might honestly need that, so I don't really want to get rid of it. I can get rid of a Feint. The Fireblade is one of the things that I wanted. I didn't want to have to V-Plague, but 7 pips is a scary amount of pips. Yeah. This is a fight that we would appreciate some pet casts for sure. That was not a great use of his pips. Right before I got to the Jabberwock, yep. Is Jabberwock even that hard though? I don't remember him being terribly difficult. What school is the Jabberwock? Is it Death? Because I really don't want to make a life deck. But I will if I have to. Just for the flat res. I still have a lot of the rare fire TCs that you gave me. Fire. It's a 1k meteor cheat. Oh. Yeah, that's certainly gonna be something. Oh, faint. Screw you, bro. I don't have another V-Plague. I don't think this into this is killing yet. I might need to just Sun Serpent. No, I already discarded one of my Sun Serpents. I can't just Sun Serpent the minion. I think I'm gonna fire Zilla this minion. It seems silly, but I do not want him getting a crazy fainted hit. You need to be second in the fight, so you always shield the meteor. And we got a fizzle. We might lose in this fight. You have extensively thought about this? I'm glad somebody has. I sure haven't. This is gonna hurt. Whatever this is, it's gonna hurt. Okay. Did I even get the death pip if I pull a V-Plague? No, I didn't. I'm just still getting life pips. Okay, that went terribly wrong. I think we have to V-Plague here, even though I didn't get the pip for it. That is major throwing, but I think we have to. I didn't pack Storm Shield because I didn't think he'd be alive this long. And I didn't account for feints. Just be a bad Wild Bolt or something. Okay. I mean, it could have been worse. It's not great, though. So I might do one attempt at the Jabberwock today, and if I fail, I will remake the punishment wheel and come back and do a punishment at the start of next stream, but I don't have it ready to go. Okay. I think we have to Sunblade, and then I think I still need one more buff for a Rain of Fire to confidently kill, but I can send it. Because I'm going to also get a Leaf Storm. And that aura is going to be on. I think I still wait till next turn when that aura is gone. Do it on. But if I heal, I won't have the pips. But if I don't heal, I could die, theoretically. I think a Satyr is safe here. I think we need to take it when it's safe. It sucks. But I don't really want to hit into that Fortify. And this is gonna hurt. Yeah. He wasn't gonna die this turn if I sent the hit. So I think healing is what I needed to do. We love a block. Yeah, I think we're at the point where we need to start even setting to deaths. I need to make a life deck. I don't want to. That was a lot of damage, but now they're both out of pips. So I should just be able to buff Rain of Fire, kill the minion, get out of here. As long as I don't get, you know, whatted. I don't think I want that. Bruh. Yeah, I wanted a unique buff. Oh, I'm almost out of pet happiness. Why did I do that? I need 9 pips to rain. I'm doing a lot of throwing. Now he's not gonna die before he has the pips to kill me. I might die. I did want another buff, but I should not have spent a pip on a buff. Should have kept the dragon even. I think the dragon would have been enough with a third buff. What are you doing with one of your pips? You know what? This isn't like one of those weird natural attacks that always does a ton of damage, right? Yeah, no. Okay. Perfect. Could I? Yikes. This is bad news. I don't want to V-Plague, but I fear I may die. I'm just gonna Death Shield, even though it doesn't really mean anything. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, that's even worse. Do I have to V-Plague just to survive? I think I do. Oh my gosh. This has been a struggle. Yeah, because a Zilla absolutely kills me here. And a Rain of Fire won't kill him immediately. Honestly, with a crit, that might have killed me. But now I only die to a bolt, so we got to take that risk. But we have a Death Shield on, so we shouldn't be dying to the death. And we only die to a bolt. So get the life pips back for sure. And we have Death Shield, so we don't need the V-Plagues anymore. So pretty please die. But I don't know how many heals I have left. I don't know how many I discarded in the beginning. But hopefully with... I also discarded a few Death Shields, but... hopefully we get some pet heals at some point. But he should be Omega dead. Like, not this round, but the next round. The invisible dot. Actually, he might be dead this round. Okay. Great. Fantastic. 667. I don't love how much he natural attacks. We love a crit block. I think we take the next one because it's not buffed if he does it again, so I'm not going to shield quite yet. I'm going to wait till that's gone to do all that. I don't think we need the King Art. So I don't think he's going to Fire Shield or Tower Shield. This is a scary amount of HP to just be sitting at, though. See, now, yeah, now I need to shield. But what I really need to pull is some heals. There we go. We will shield, and then next round we will heal and will cast. Just to get some damage in. I see, I don't like how much he's natural attacking. It only uses 3 pips. But we have to heal here. And the will cast is open, so we might as well take it. At least we've done like half of his HP. So it shouldn't take us a terrible amount of buffs to make a Sun Serpent kill. Maybe we don't even have to use Sun Serpent. I would love a pet heal one time in this fight. He did, or he not dead. What am I saying? I'm losing brain cells playing this game. Okay. I don't think we need to do that. Is that another buff? What's up, Firestarter? What's going on? I've got an upload. It'll be uploading at the end of this stream. I did do a little PvPing, but I'm gonna be very real. I don't know that I will be PvPing that much. I do want to make more content, but the PvP right now is not fun. I guess Hex. I am afraid of getting hit here, but I don't want to waste 2 pips on a V-Plague in a 1v1. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen. Gotta get back into uploading too. Yeah, I hadn't seen anything from you in a while, but I didn't know if maybe it just hadn't popped up on my feed. Because sometimes that just don't be happening. But they're out of pips, and we tank out another one of those, so... we're okay. We do need to faint, though. We already hexed. This is 4 buffs. Maybe it's calculator time. So I might want to send like a Firezilla or a King Artorias early. Just so I don't die. So 650. Actually, we're gonna be at the pips King Artorias, so 755. 755 times 1.7 for the feint, times 1.35 for the regular blade, 1.25. Oh, I'm stupid. I messed up the math already. With that brace, I'm gonna amplify, and then I'm just gonna send. I think we're gonna be at the pips Sun Serpent. I don't think he's got 2 buffs. You know what? Just do this. It's fine. Okay. 755 times 1.75 times 1.35 times 1.25 times 1.3 times 1.3. We're not there yet. But he fizzled. So we're not dead to anything. Yeah, King Art is not even killing yet with the amount of buffs we have. So it needs to be Sun Serpent. This laggy game is going to get me killed. No, we're gonna amplify. Don't waste your pips. We need to Sun Serpent. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was genuinely afraid of, because he can follow this up. Do I have a heal left or a shield left? Oh, I do have a shield left. Just Sun Serpent. Just Sun Serpent. Need to rep them in the Midwest. Yeah. I literally have just been living life. I like lost some weight, got on HRT, got a girlfriend, started working out. Like I've been like just like doing real life stuff, so I haven't really thought about this game. But this series, I've put too much work in to let it die, so we press onward. Yeah, that was pretty close to the exact amount we needed. We weren't gonna get that done with a weaker hit. Well, that was needlessly stressful.
All creatures feel fear. Please meet me outside this place of my defeat, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
Okay, is it Jabberwock time right now, or do we have other BS fights to do? Because Jabberwock is going to be hard.
Some Jabberwock. The Jabberwock lairs in a hidden. As you get close, you'll hear its terrible whistling and bubbling. Take the hearts of the Jabberwock to the shrine to loyalty in the once you've purified the hearts of the Jabberwock.
Okay, it's happening now.
Take them back to that blasted
We're in now. What's happening now is happening now. Yeah, I remember you said that you were moving for college and stuff, so I imagine you've been pretty busy as well. But yeah, I've genuinely, like, I'm in one of the best, like, places right now, mental health wise, that I've been in a very long time, so I was okay just not playing Wiz for a while and PvPing last night, and like with how like terrible it was, just like how bad the meta is right now, I like don't really care to be PvPing, but I do want to do more of this. Here we are.
You gyre on by a grove of tum-tum trees into the Jabberwock's lair. You hear some whiffling and burping
Okay,
ahead.
so let me look up everything to do with the Jabberwock. We'll give it one attempt today. Jabberwock Wizard 101. At the end of the third round and every third round afterwards, he will cheat cast an enhanced version of Meteor Strike that does 1,500 fire damage. A 200 universal trap will appear on him afterward. Any wizards in Shadow Strike will receive minus 10% backlash. At the start of the 6th round and every third round afterwards, he will cast Cleanse Ward to remove all traps and prisms on himself. So by round 6, he removes everything. Okay. So I need to kill by round 6, and he has 16,970 HP. Okay, so we're not gonna win today, but we can give it a go. It is 55% boost to ice, unless that's a typo. So I think we're gonna do Fire Prism. Does he have a minion? I don't see a minion listed here. I don't think he does. So the end of the third round. So yeah, I see why you say going second makes the most sense, Goose. So we're gonna want a lot of fire shields. Let's just clear the deck. So we have to kill in 6 rounds, so maybe we don't want that big of a deck, actually. Let's see. Faint, for sure. I need to kill him in 6 rounds. Does the math even math? So I need to go buy a prism. Do I seriously not have... I don't think I kept prisms in a TC thing anywhere, because normally I just change schools. I do want possibly the Strong Efreet. Because one-shotting seems to be the way I need to do this. Okay. Then again, I'll be building pips the whole time, so... Okay. So let me go find a prism. Do they just sell prisms like... I'm just gonna go to the bazaar. I never know where any of the vendors are. Okay. Bazaar time. Fire prism. Okay. I'm gonna pack 2 in case backup hit needs to happen. But we're gonna go... Let me do the math here. By round 6, we will be able to Sun Serpent. So 900 damage times my very pitiful 9 damage. 1.09 times the 200 trap would triple the damage, right? Because 100 trap would double the damage, so times 3, and then faint 1.7, and then supposedly it boosts 55% to ice, so I'm gonna take that as fact. times 1.55. We're up to 7,000 damage with just his feint, my feint, and a prism. The next strongest buff that I can do, though, is just a 35 blade. We'll go times 1.35. 10,000. And then... I guess... the next strongest buff would just be... another... like an elemental blade. Times 1.35. That doesn't quite get us there. So I need a 0 pip trap, but I could just do 2 0 pip traps instead of 1 pip trap. So we'll go fire. Well, yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds with no shielding. Do you know what? I have a pet. I have a pet since we're not using a will cast, I don't think. I have a pet that's slightly better for this fight, I think. Well, no, because it doesn't have a socket. So I think this is the best one because it can cast a tower shield. The question is, do I survive the first meteor and the hits without shielding? Because this is me trying to just kill in 6 rounds. I think I might die unless we get some lucky pet shenanigans. But since he doesn't have a minion, maybe I can just tank it out. I think we're gonna try. We're gonna try the very simple strategy. Yeah. 30, 30, 35. All 0 pips except the feint. I guess we will try to strategically place the feint when he's lower on pips. And we want to convert first. Forgot how far you went with this? Yeah, I'm pretty deep. But yeah, I guess Prism and then a backup hit of Firezilla in case for some reason I'm not killing. Can he shield to anything? Am I gonna get screwed over? No, but he can Ifrit. I think we just have to dodge the Ifrit with this strategy. Because he clears the... Maybe we almost kill him with the Sun Serpent. But I think I'm gonna die if I don't shield myself at all. I think I'm gonna put... Cleanse weakness is not a common spell. I think we're just gonna try to dodge the weakness. Or I guess we put an Empower in. I don't want to do that. Also, I don't have any. Do I bet I do have Dark Pact? Okay. I think that's the answer. If we need it, we Dark Pact. That can replace one of the buffs if I need it to. Okay. And technically we only have 2 universal, or I guess 3 now with this. So we could use a will cast to remove. But this will cast takes too long to do that. Okay, we're gonna try. But I need more freaking mana. 20, well, I guess we can do the math. No, I don't need more mana because 10, 4, 5, 6. So 16 total mana is technically all we need for this fight. For good measure. Not that we're using will cast in this fight, but in case we need it. This is gonna be a hard fight. I think I'm probably just gonna die to the meteor cheat, but oh, at the start of the 6th round is when the cleanse happens. So I can't use all these buffs. I'm glad I went back and double checked. So we are gonna have to hit twice. But we want the main damage to be the Sun Serpent. So I guess we ditch the Hex. I wish this was the Dark Pact that gave 2 blades, so we could follow it up, but here's hoping. I mean, I'm literally dead if it lasts more than 6 rounds, so this doesn't work. We're gonna have to, I don't know what the answer is. Actually, I didn't count for the second hit of Sun Serpent. But the second hit, he's gonna do no damage because he's fire. And he resists 120% to fire, according to the wiki. So that's irrelevant. I don't know if we can beat this with a simple strategy. I think we need to do the long haul, and that's going to be really difficult without a deck that gives fire flat res. But like, my fire Decathalete deck is not it. I guess what I could do for now is swap the flat res on this to fire. I'm gonna go see if I have a stronger one at my house. We're gonna make sure we have as much. Oh, I didn't realize I had plants on this wizard. What the heck? I guess I just wanted to get the show started here. Get more couch potatoes going, because this wizard does need couch potatoes because it uses will casts all the time. But I think these just gave the most XP at this level, so I just planted them. But I think in my jewel vault I might have stronger flat res jewels. Maybe not. 25? I don't remember what the one I have in my inventory says. Probably more. 26. Okay, well, we're gonna do it. And then we want fire block. But do I have one that gives fire block and pip chance? Because we need the pip chance too. I don't. Do I have a fire block in here? No. And we're not allowed to put flat res on rings. Only allowed to put flat res on the deck. So that's just unfortunate. Oh, and we don't even have... Oh, that's rough. We don't even have an updated... That's why I was fail pipping so much, because I'm not at the proper pips. Yeah, we definitely need to update our gear. But I think for now, we're just gonna slap that on. The pip chance. So we've only got 10 fire accuracy. That's terrifying. Yeah, I think we need to rely on pet heals here. I don't think it's possible. We need to rely on the pet tower shield more than anything. But I have to kill in 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have to hit on the 5th round. And I just don't think I do enough. But then the 6th round, we prism into Zilla if we live. Okay. We shall try. Now I have 13 mana. My mana went down. That's annoying. Maybe instead of Prismzilla, the backup hit was just a strong storm spell, because it boosts storm. So I feel like this might be too many pips. You know what? Put that in there. It doesn't even do storm damage. But we'll do that, since I don't think we get to live that long anyway. But I don't think I'll have enough pips to do all that. I guess it technically makes more sense to just do this. Storm Shark. Because he boosts so much. But this is 100% accurate. But then it could kill me. Okay. We're gonna try this. So I need to set my pips to Storm, since I have Fire Mastery. Okay. Here goes.
Beware the Jabberwock.
Okay.
The claws that bite, the claws that catch.
Oh boy. He sounds really cringy. I feel like I used to be scared of this guy. Now he's just cringe and bucktooth. We technically do want to go first, since we're not shielding at all. We want to go first. But we only need 2 of these whiffs. We already did the math. I don't know if this is doable with this strategy. I think we're gonna need something else. I don't know. I think we might just need a May cast. No. The feint's gonna suck too. You really don't want the feint to be on the meteor. But going first just saves us a small amount of damage, potentially, so might as well. Bruh. Come on. Why are we doing all this? With every single boss. This challenge is hard enough as it is. Please, bro. Come on. That is so much health. It's almost 17,000. I don't even know. I don't think I can do this. I don't think it's possible with my current setup. But I don't have time to make a new setup for this, so I just want to give it a go. I just want to give it one go. Please let me go first. Please, bro. I'm begging you. Okay. Just had to sing to him a little bit. Okay, definitely don't want to faint at this time. We will just blade. Don't love starting with a failed pip, but it's fine. I don't even know what I want him to be doing. That's what I want him to be doing, because that's probably one of his weakest hits. Just keep doing that, please. Okay. We prism. Keep doing that too, actually. I'm not gonna faint till after the meteor cheat. That should be happening this turn. Okay. That hurts, but potentially more Maycast trigger opportunities. But yeah, I'm already basically dead. I need my pet to do something. Okay. The tower shield is around late, but I guess we'll take it. So yeah, we just have to faint Sun Serpent. But I don't think I get to live that long. I mean, maybe. If he doesn't hit here, does this dot kill me with the faint trap? Okay, pet, keep me alive. This is the best this strategy can go. We're going to live long enough to Sun Serpent, but then we die to the meteor, unless we get an incredibly lucky Maycast. So I think we still lose, but we're gonna do this. And I calculated it for 900, and it's not enough. So hopefully 1,000 makes a difference and we hit high end here. Or maybe the wiki is lying about how much fire res he has, and the second hit will be somewhat meaningful. Dude, I should have used the Ifrit. That's what I'll do next time, is I'll use the Ifrit. Maybe I'll give it one more attempt here. Yeah, that's just not enough. It's close. Yeah, he's fire immune. And I die to the meteor. Wait, the meteor doesn't happen until the end of the round. So I still get to Storm Shark him. But I don't think he dies to a Storm Shark, even with 55 boost, supposedly. I mean, if after this a Tower Shield triggers... No, because the dot's still on me. I need a Tower Shield to trigger before... Like, as he hits next round before the cheat happens, but I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, this isn't gonna kill. So should I have just saved the pip and prayed my pet saved me? Probably. But I die here. Dang, and the aggressive aura too. That's rough. Okay. He does put the feint back on, so Goose is probably right that I want to go second. I'm gonna pack 2 fire shields. Do I have the Ifrit? The really good Giga Ifrits? I feel like I saw them earlier. Oh, I literally have one right here. Yeah, that's more damage anyway. And then I could survive the meteor. So maybe you... Okay. We're gonna try this one more time. Same strat, but with a better hit that will let me survive. Okay. Convert. Feint. Blade. One, two, three. We need one more buff. Do I go with a stronger buff? Do I have like one of these but for elemental? Like, do I have a stronger elemental blade? feel like I might. More spirit blade. Okay, here we go. These are all just regulars. And these are all just regulars too. Wait, nope, those are traps. Okay. So let's do this because it also buffs the leaf storm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, hit. Follow it up with the shark again. Or honestly, maybe the shield makes more sense. Shield into Dodaga. Second shield for good measure. I think that should be enough. We're gonna hope that's enough. We still are relying on not fizzling and Pip Chance being nice to us, but I've just got one more attempt in for today. But the Wheel of Punishment will be back for next session, and we will have to roll it probably twice at the start. HP. We want HP. Actually have some gold so we can just buy a potion real quick and then. But now that we want to go second, we're gonna go first every time. But we also got bailed out by a tower shield there, so we might die before we even get the opportunity. We got bailed out by heals and shields there, so the proper strategy is going to be doing 2 hits, like 2 strong hits, and shielding accordingly for this fight. But I want to brute force it in the lowest amount of rounds possible, if I can. Okay, we're not going second. So, wait, no, we are going second. So that's a good thing for us this time. Okay. Prism. Did I forget to pack the Dark Pact? I forgot to pack the Dark Pact, didn't I? I think we need to put Dark Pact back in. I will double check here, but if not, I'm just gonna flee. There's no universe where I do enough damage through that. And I don't get to will cast in time. Okay. We will put the Dark Pact back in. Forgot about that part. That does weaken our overall strategy if we have to do that, but okay. I didn't put the convert back in, did I? I'm so stupid. Unless for some reason I had a second convert in the deck, but I don't think I did that. No. Okay. For real this time. I always forget to pack something. Dark Pact is scary though, because we don't really want to be taking self-damage. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Now that we have everything packed, we should be chilling. Okay, I'm gonna faint now because there's a dot on me and it'll get eaten up. We love that. That is huge. I think that pretty much, that lets us at least try to do this strategy that we were trying to do. Okay, and we're getting power pips, which is huge. I wanted to faint now. Since we're getting so many power pips, I think we ditch that. Yeah, I want to faint now when he's low on pips, and this dot is going to take care of this. Oh, well. As a big waste. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. We get meteored here. I buff another time. That is worst case. We're taking a lot of damage for that because we buffed it with the feint. But we didn't get a freeted. So I guess that's something. Am I gonna die because of the cheat? Not quite, but it's gonna be close. That's done? Question mark. Okay. We're not dead to the cheat, and he'll be out of pips. So that's really what matters. And we do love. Oh, that's huge, huge. Doing Goose's strategy for me. Okay. Now I wish I just had packed extra hits, but that is incredibly lucky. That is like ridiculously lucky. So this is now the 4th round. We Sunblade. Then we Efreet. Then we shield Dodaga, I guess. But yeah, now we're living, because that was a ridiculously well-timed Maycast. That was super clutch. That's insane. Okay. If we fizzle this and it's just over, so I'm going to Leaf Storm because we don't get to live the cheat if the Efreet doesn't go off. Okay. Efreet powered. It's a high-end Sun Serpent. We don't know how high-end the last Sun Serpent was, is the problem. So we don't know how good this is. Oh, okay. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I think we just shield Dodaga. Because he's probably going to use the hit. Yeah. Because he boosts to the Dodaga. So we're going to shield because he's going to hit that weakness off. So we need... Okay, never mind. Now the cheat is going to do literally no damage. And I don't think he can kill me in time. And he's going to put the trap on himself. Okay, huge. Huge. We did it. We did it. Because he's gonna put the feint trap on himself, and the Dodaga is gonna kill. As long as they don't fizzle it. Okay, we fail pipped. That was the other thing. But I don't think I'm dead, and he can't Efreet. So as long as they don't fizzle it, the Dodaga should kill. Wouldn't mind more pet casts, just for good measure. But that was an insanely clutch Maycast. But this should kill. Does that kill me? I don't think so. I think a Elephant might have. But I don't think that kills me. Oh my gosh. Don't fizzle, please. Please don't fizzle. Oh, oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Well, the cheat doesn't happen until the end of the round, so do I still kill? Is it still fine? Don't do it again. Don't do it to me again. Okay. The Dodaga went off. I think it's... Yeah, okay. Whew. I just wanted to mess with my heart a little bit. Oh my gosh.
The slimy beast,
Let's freaking go.
Like a cat with a hairball. And spit, you find the hearts of the Jabberwock in the middle.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining me today. I had a really fun time with this stream today. I didn't think we'd have an actually at all challenging boss, but I am going to wrap it up here for today. But I do have a video that went live 8 minutes ago, so I'm going to grab that link for the few of you that are here. If y'all want to watch that, there it is. Thank y'all for joining me. Later, taters.